Hey guys, welcome back to Fairy Wisdom. I am here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Thank you all so much for being here, for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking personal readings, because those are open back up. Scheduling live coaching sessions and sending in donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I am feeling like I'm ready to open up personal readings again. So they will be posted on my website. Also, actually, I don't know that I'm going to post them on the website. I think that I might just, sorry, I'm looking for something to write our timestamps on. I might just, how about this little card? That'll do. Have you guys email me and we can discuss personal readings and things like that. Send in payment that way. So anyways, okay. So we are going to write down. I have a feeling there may be 4 piles today. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways. Okay. So, as always, we're just going to let the messages come out and rolling with my homies. What cards do we want to choose from? If you guys are in the area where you get a lot of snow, I definitely got a lot of snow. I hope that you're enjoying the weather and these. I love when I get little messages too, when I'm giving you guys little messages. Hope that you're enjoying the snow, staying safe and warm. And yes, if not, I hope that you're just enjoying life. Okay, so let's get our cards to choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did I know? How did I know? Oh yeah, that's because I'm tapped the fuck in. Sorry. Sometimes we gotta toot our own horns, right? Okay. Alrighty. So, pile 1 is going, actually, no, because it came out this way. Sorry. Okay, pile 1 is this air card right here. Pile 2 is duality here. Pile 3 is acceptance, and pile 4 is this meditation card. A lot of grounding work has been going on. This new moon, the energy, ooh. Hope you guys have been resting. Some of you have been going through a very emotional time. It's good to get the emotions out. Pile 1. If you chose this air card, this is your reading. So some of you are an air sign or you're dealing with an air sign, but I don't think that that's the message. I don't think that that really has anything to do with it. If you don't have air in your chart and you don't know anyone who has air in their chart, this is still your message, okay? But I'm hearing that some of you were drawn to this card because it is your element. So welcome to your reading. I'm very drawn to this rainbow here, okay? Rainbows tend to symbolize like the light at, like after the storm comes the rainbow, right? So I feel like you guys are really kind of stepping out of the storm, okay? It's been maybe a rough time, a lot of hard cycles, a lot of tough things going on for you here. But you haven't been alone, okay? These are your ancestors, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your God also, okay? That have been with you the entire time, okay, protecting you. You are very tapped in right now. Pile 1, you are, okay? And you are going through a heart chakra awakening here, okay? Can you see the rainbow is also going through yourself also? You are a reflection You're also, okay, here we go. You are also realizing the reflection of yourself in your 3D reality. Okay, you can see it plain as day, I'm hearing. Okay, whereas, maybe before things were a little bit foggy, but you are clearly seeing the people that you're attracting, the opportunities that you're attracting, the things that are coming to you, you're able to recognize as within, so without, and you're seeing this reflection going on in your 3D reality. Okay? Some of you guys may be concerned about your finances. Please don't worry about your finances. Again, we create from within. I'm also hearing ask and you shall receive. So if you are in a bind, ask and you shall receive. This may be literally asking a friend, asking a neighbor, asking a family member, or it could be, just telling the universe, hey, this is what I need right now. Make it happen. Let's make it shake. Let's make it shake. And then, if there's anything that you need to do to make this shake, you will receive those steps and that guidance. Okay. But you are definitely, blooming right now. Okay. I'm hearing bloom where you're planted. So maybe you guys some of you might be thinking about if you've moved away from home, you might be thinking about moving back to your home area where you're from. Some of you, you may have been planted somewhere not at home, right? You were guided away from home and you were planted elsewhere. Regardless, you are blooming. Okay. Also, some of you, there may be like some sort of plant that blooms randomly, and it's like super unexpected because it's not really in season. But this is a sign from, from the universe letting you know, like, again, this is a reflection. This is a reflection of you. You are blooming right now, okay? That's exciting. Okay, pile one's current energy, please. That seemed a little uneasy. Some of you may be a little uneasy right now. You may just be feeling a little, okay, I'm hearing lost. You may be feeling a little lost. Like you're not sure what's next, what's coming next, like in between different things. And so you may be kind of feeling a little fear, a little bit of just like feeling lost, like not sure what to do, where to go. And this is when you feel like that, when you feel like you're just like stuck. I'm definitely feeling like you should, take some time, get some rest. This is like, the universe giving you an opportunity to kind of catch up on your rest, and reevaluate exactly what it is that you want to do. Where do you want to go? What's next for you? What do you want? Because it's important that you are focusing on things that like bring you joy. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like I'm hearing playing it small. Some of you might be playing it small, as far as like what your potential is and your worth. Okay. So I do feel like you might be playing it a little bit small right now. I also feel like there are a lot of birds that are trying to bring you some sort of message, okay? If you're surrounded by a lot of birds, this is just a sign for you. These are your ancestors, your guardian angels, your protectors, okay? So pay attention to that for sure. There may be, I do feel like there is something going on within you. It's like a shift within you. Your motivations to do things, right? I feel like it's going from a self-gain to a more so of like, how can I help type feeling. And we all come from a situation where sometimes we, are working out of self-gain. And it's just a subconscious thing that has been built within us, right? But that is shifting within you, okay? I think that you're kind of stepping out here. You're definitely stepping out. And I think that, you've been an outsider. I'm hearing all your life, okay? But you're losing that, it kind of like, it was like it separated you. You were separated from a group or from all groups, but now it's kind of, there's like a group of outsiders that are kind of joining together in a way. And it's like, you're not feeling so outsidery anymore because you're more so confident in your skin and in your bones and the things that you do. And that's interesting. That's okay. Some of you are writers, really good with your words here, okay? Some of you, though, this is you or somebody else around you who is acting in a very karmic manner, okay? They're acting very shady, all right? And the thing is you don't really care. Like, because you've reached this level of faith that, like, I'm sorry, something coming. You've reached this level of faith. That's exactly it, right? Like, I was so focused on something else. It was like, I don't really care what this person has going on, what they have to say. It's just, you've just let go of that, like, true, I am who I am, right? Pile one, like, that's just how it is. But yeah, there's somebody, I feel like there is somebody around you. They could be acting a little bit shady, okay? They see you as an outsider kind of working your way in. And I think that, or they feel like an outsider of like what you have going on, and they want to try to work their way in. It's like they feel very empty without you. It's like you fill a void for them. But the thing is they need to fill that void on their own. You can't fill everyone's voids. They need to do it themselves. And then maybe, right? But if this person is acting shady, then, like, I don't know why, you probably don't want to associate with this person. Clear? Yeah, somebody's angry. They're angry. They see you rising. They see you blooming. They see that you see the rainbow, right? But they're still in the storm. Wow, this vision is clear as fucking day. Okay, so I'm sorry, I've been going through my own upgrades and, like, things. Working them in. I am getting used to them. But anyways, there's somebody who is literally sitting underneath a cloud that is raining straight on them, right? It's all gray around them, but they see you in this sunny light looking at a rainbow. Like, that's, and so they're feeling left out. They're feeling empty. You guys might be doing what did I say? They're watching you. They're looking at you. They're watching you. There may be more than one person that is feeling this way about you, pile one, okay? I feel like they've watched you go through this process. And, like, there may be a time where you slow down or go through a resting phase or the void or whatever, and they feel as though, you've gone back under your own cloud, but in reality, you're just recuperating, okay? I I am going to put that back in the deck because it fell out on the floor. But this is somebody who is not, they are, it was the High Priestess in reverse, okay? This is somebody who, so I'm hearing they don't hold back, okay? They say what they feel. They don't hold back. They don't have any secrets. Nothing is hidden, okay? Because you can see right through them. But they also, if they had any type of, you know, because we all have intuition. Every single human on this planet has intuition. Some of us have a heightened intuition. Some of us have psychic gifts and abilities, right? We can all access those. It's about the perception and maintaining it and obtaining it, right? Okay, so this is somebody who, if they had any type of connection, they've lost this connection, okay? Their ancestors and their guides have kind of like dipped out on them. And they're feeling a little bit lost. So maybe maybe the lost feeling is them and it's not you. Maybe if you were feeling a little bit lost, look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It does look like they may be thinking about moving on from this situation here, okay? They may be, but what's holding them in place is their feelings that they have for you. Yeah. Yeah, I do feel like they've lost some sort of connection, some sort of guidance that they were previously receiving. I'm hearing that song, I'm on an island, even when I'm close. So, maybe you guys have been kind of on this lone journey, right? Of just healing and just being alone, not in a bad way, you know, a very good, solid way of just healing and relearning yourself and, you know, going in that direction here. But I think that, and I think on this island, you like had built up some walls and some barriers and, you know, boundaries, which are good, but almost too much. And I think that you're starting to really kind of break this down. Let's see. Let's get some clarifiers here. Clear. So my dog chewed up the moon card in this deck, which I thought was really interesting. To me, that means, you know, all things that were hidden were kind of destroyed. A lot of different things, but I replaced it with a very small Uno card. Because I can just get rid of the deck for one card. That's not cool. Okay, let's get one on this Nine of Swords, please. There's something that's breaking down. There's something that's kind of, and it could very well be this person, right? They're breaking down. They're Marin, losing their shit. Losing their shit. Okay. Some of you are feeling just very paranoid, or this person is feeling very paranoid. And this is an illusion. Like, people aren't after you. People aren't, you know, watching you. And I feel like this person, this doesn't have to be you, right? This is somebody else who feels very paranoid. They feel, you know, like somebody is watching them, or, you know. But I'm hearing also, for some of you, you know, people are watching you escape. They're watching you get away from all of this, like, karmic behavior that we all go through in the past, right? Let's see. Get one more on this King of Pentacles, please. Yeah. Some of you were married. Okay, this is somebody who was previously, that you were previously married to. Okay. And some of you, this is also just escaping from the matrix, from tradition, right? And you're taking a leap of faith. And kind of breaking down the barriers of society here, okay? There is a huge awakening happening right now, and so I think that that could very well be possible that, you know, a lot of veils are being lifted, and so I think that there's this energy of kind of breaking free from tradition, right? People are really, okay, so here's the thing, is I think that people are understanding, they're realizing, they're getting the message, right, that you're in this energy of, and this is a great energy to be in, I feel like. It's the Queen of Swords, Empress energy. This is you, okay? This is, these two energies together, to me, are somebody who doesn't take no shit, right? You cannot fool me. I will, you know, don't fuck with me, because I will cut you out in a heartbeat. But also at the same note, you're very kind and very generous and very open and very honest and very attractive and very, you know, but you have this side to you where it's like, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be real. And if it doesn't serve me, then I'm done with that, right? But I also attract abundance and love, and I don't have to make a lot of, you know, I don't have to do a lot of hustle and bustle to get what I want. I'm the Empress. Like, I have broken the codes of the universe. I have broken free from the matrix, and I understand that I want it, I got it. You know? Clear? Yeah, you're very compassionate, but I think that it's like you have broken free from this cycle. You're no longer trying to raise things back up from the dead, things that had ended before. Like, you're not trying to, like, go back there, right? We're not going back to the past, pile one. So pile one said, like, no, we move forward. And you want to know what? Like, I also don't, you know, I'm going to sit here on my throne, and what is meant for me will find its way to me. And, you know, I will take guided action as it comes to me. God and I have a special relationship, and we talk, and you know, he gives me my steps directly, even if it is through my ancestors and my, you know, the universe and things like that. 13 Somebody is worried about going to jail though. But yeah, you are 100% that bitch, okay? You are the magician, okay? You are creating a reality, but for some reason jail came out. And look, what I say at the beginning, your heart chakra is opening. We got heart chakra at the bottom of the deck. You intimidate this person, whoever this is, these people. I don't know, like you're just so you. And they've never, they're not used to that. But somebody might be going to jail. I don't know. I'm hearing for some of you it is spiritual jail, okay? They're just kind of, they're losing their gifts. Yeah. Somebody has a hard time sharing emotions, okay? This is your karmic. Has a hard time sharing emotions. Could be an earth sign. Somebody was trying to frame. I'm hearing the word they were trying to frame you. Yeah, this person needs to level up here, okay? For some of you, somebody was trying to frame you. So be careful. Somebody else is trying to hit it and quit it, okay? You know who these people are, for sure. And I don't know why that was flipped over. Yeah, you are a mystery. Like, people are trying, like, I think that you are attracting a lot of people. Again, there's a lot of people who are looking at you. Like, look, this person is naked, so completely herself, unapologetically. She's gorgeous. The hair, like, kind of flowing makes me feel like you just go with the flow. You're very grounded. You're very down to earth, naturally beautiful. And I feel like you're attracting a lot of people, okay? But you're able to see through the dick dealers and then the people that are truly in love with you. It's like you can feel the difference, right? As the Queen of Swords and the Empress, and you know that you don't have to step up off your throne in order to attract what you want. So I don't know if this was like a confirmation. I don't understand this message. I don't know. I think maybe I was just confirming the fact that, like, you know what you know. So trust yourself. Okay, because you are in this stage of the rainbow. The clouds are gone. The sun is out. Be the Empress. You don't have to chase after anything or anyone. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, Pile 1, and we will see you next time. Pile 2. Oh, you guys have been going through a serious balancing stage, okay? Like, totally, and you're there. You're balanced, okay? Like, as above, so below, as within, so without, the feminine, the masculine, being grounded, all those things. Like, it was like something that kind of needed, it was like going on in the background almost like you didn't take any direct action, but it was like going on in the background, kind of in your subconscious. It was like just like things were like realigning and rearranging and just kind of working for you. And so, and I feel like there was this phase where you didn't feel like anything was going on, nothing was moving, nothing was happening, but in reality, but every day you woke up and you were like, oh, so this motivation is different, or oh, I think I like this, or oh, I don't like that, and I thought that I liked that, and I thought that I fit into that, but really I like this better, and this works more for me. And then like it just kept going, like it just was like one day after another, and you're just learning yourself more and more, and you're figuring out, and now you're like realizing and seeing more and more the balance within you on just maintaining. And yeah, wow, that's cool, pile 2. Very balanced. You are very balanced, that is for sure. Okay, if you aren't, this is what's happening for you in this new moon. This energy is kind of working its way, I'm hearing through you. It's working its way through you and kind of realigning and shifting some things within you to attach itself to you. Okay. Clear. What is pile 2's current energy? Yeah, you have a lot going on. And so, you know, I feel like what always falls to the back burner is taking care of yourself. And I think that that's kind of what is realigning with you at this time, is taking better, you know, maybe new workout routines, maybe eating healthier, maybe, you know, just feeling motivated and guided, and to take better care of yourself, right? Put yourself first. And that sounds really selfish, but it's actually not, right? Like, how can you fill somebody else's cup if yours is empty, you know? Yeah, I feel like you were constantly giving back to others, constantly giving to a community, or your community, or a community, or whatever, right? And it, like, you weren't, you were running, you were burning the candle at both ends, to say the least here, okay? And I feel like you've definitely been through some obstacles here, okay? But but I think people are seeing, like, people are kind of wondering, like, what is going on with pile 2? And I think it has to do with the fact that I think that you've been so quiet because you've just been kind of creating, obtaining this balance, you know, kind of just doing your own thing here. You've just been really quiet and behind the scenes, and I think that you're holding yourself and handling yourself in a different way. And a lot of it has to do with putting yourself first. I think that's a big thing for you, pile 2, is you're starting to do that. It's like this new form of respect for yourself and expecting others to do so as well. I do feel like some of you are hiding, though. Like you're hiding a part of you that is magnificent. Okay? And it could be just like to one person in particular, but I do feel like there's just something about you that you're like hiding, okay? But I think there's going to be some sort of inspiration, okay, that comes to you here, some sort of like key to the puzzle here, that's going to come in and kind of help you navigate. You're very, 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 very connected. You're like one with the stars, okay? Like, I'm definitely a star seed, okay? your wisdom is way beyond your years, pile 2. It's like you show people this, right? This wonderful, beautiful, light princess, you know, but in reality, you have these really cool, like, tentacles that you're hiding, and this is like your gift. You're like holding something back. And I think that by expressing that and just being who you are, in one way or another, I think that it's going to help you continue maintain this balance, okay? There's just something very important, like this key part of you that really wants to be expressed. And it doesn't even have to be anything like, you know, super crazy, right? It just, there's something inside of you that wants to be expressed. It wants to be known. It's a very big piece of who you are. For some of you, there is also somebody who wants to bring you some sort of truth. They want to have some sort of conversation, some sort of communication with you. Clear? What about this King of Swords? There's also somebody who is very burdened because you have the keys. Mm-hmm. And you are experiencing wish fulfillment right now. You are in a very joyful time in your life of balance, and you know, things may not look exactly like you planned, but look, this person has the key, right? And they're putting it in the lock, which is actually inside of them, right? You figured this out. And you know, you use your intuition with this Queen of Cups here, okay? You're very connected to the moon. Very, very, very connected to the moon. And the moon cycles are extremely like the moon cycles play a huge part in your evolution, your evolvement, your everyday life. So I urge you to understand the moon cycles, what the different phases of the moon are, you know, trying to tell you, and how to handle things. But I think that listen, somebody just commented on my community post, and they said, back in the bag. Okay, I feel like this is exactly where you're headed, pile 2. Anyways, okay. What was I saying? The moon cycles, you and the moon cycles. Thank you. Like, you are the moon almost. You are a manifestation of the moon cycle. So it just feels like you need to really kind of recognize and honor that, and understand like what's going on with you based on what's going on with the moon. Okay, I feel like you may have so Cancer is the moon. You may have like a Cancer moon, right? You may have a Cancer sun sign. You may have a Cancer, I feel like there's Cancer somewhere in your chart. I'm hearing a Cancer in Venus, okay? But yeah, there's something about that with the moon. It's very important to you, okay? So please, if you don't already understand the moon cycles, take the time to learn about them, because it's important to your life, pile 2. Um, there was some sort of contract that's been broken between you and this person, okay? And they're feeling very burdened because there was one key, okay? I think that they maybe hijacked the key before, okay? But you've taken the key back. And now they're feeling very burdened, right? Like, it's like somebody had this key that you needed to unlock everything within you. They swooped it one day, right? But the key has been, like, I'm hearing like hand delivered back to you. And now this person is very, 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 look, in this card too, we have a key and the hole's right up here. I'm not joking, okay? This person is burdened, they're heartbroken, they're there's also a divine union that's coming together for you, pile 2, and this kind of is happening because you got the key back. This divine union is going to shake a lot of things up in the collective, okay? Somebody should drink some more herbal teas with rosemary in it. Rosemary might, there's something about, and then also maybe some lemongrass to kind of help aid your third eye chakra a little bit here. Turn that back on. Makes it dark in here. Yeah. Yeah, this person is obsessing over you. They're not just you, but the key too. I mean, some of you are the key. Like, you yourself, your energy is the key. And people need that. But you've pulled back your energy and you're using your energy, like you're using yourself as a key yourself, for yourself. Some of you are mediums. This person could have been a medium, okay? But somebody is going through some bad karma here, okay? Because somebody just likes to party, right? They took the key and they used it for all the wrong things. And that is why this key, even though it was delivered to you in such a way, because you handle it with care and you do the right things with the key. And this person does not. I'm just seeing somebody like opening like a bunch of like doors that are, when they swing open, inside of it is just scary and evil and yeah, somebody is very obsessed with you. They watch you all the time. They check out your social media. They, you know, whatever they can do, okay? They admire your compassionate nature, all right? So there's something about your throat chakra also, and that has to do with this Ace of Swords here, this communication, okay? There's some sort of communication, but also the throat chakra represents, in some instances, expression. So again, there's something inside of you that needs to be expressed, okay? So I think maybe with the tea, the rosemary, and the lemongrass, that might help. With like balancing this throat chakra, but there's some sort of expression that needs to come from you. But I also feel like there's some sort of communication that's coming towards you. So make sure that you use your throat chakra and you express yourself in a very compassionate and kind, but very strong and guarded, like guarded in a good way, like with boundaries type of way. Yeah, look underneath that, protect your space. This person feels like a victim. They feel like a victim. They do. When in reality, they're the victim of their own demise. You didn't do it. Whew. Pile 2. That was a good reading, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you got some value from that message, and we'll see you next time. Acceptance. Pile 3. So I just heard, why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down? I don't know what that's about. This could be, I think that you're accepting the fact that somebody so I feel like, and this could just be me, but look how this like doe is looking at this deer over here, but this one is looking kind of outwards, right? So I feel like that could have something to do with it, right? Like I think that you've accepted the fact that this person maybe, while you may be looking at them, they're looking elsewhere, right? I think that that's kind of what's happening here, okay? I think that you may be getting messages in your dreams potentially about this person, but we'll see. We'll see what happens as we dive more into this reading. I'm also very drawn to like this orb-like figure right here. Look, there's another one that I didn't even see. I think that there is some sort of, there's definitely some spiritual activity going on around you and maybe this other person as well. There's a hair in my mouth. That's gross. I don't know what that's from. Something about clear smoke and inviting in like you may see orbs. There's something about like smoke, right? Like not like smoking, but like if you're like burning an incense or burning something that smokes, right? Hey, sweetie. I just want to say hi. Something like burning, right? and there's smoke. Pay attention to around the energy around the smoke. I don't know. Just do that. do that. Okay. What is pile 3's current energy? Ooh. Yes, y'all are diving into something. Learning something. You gonna learn today. Listen, y'all got Beyonce, okay, and the color purple. So I feel like you are very tapped in, okay. A lot of people may have your name in their mouth. I don't know, but it's like you're beautiful, okay. You're headed straight towards your destiny. There's like a momentum building, okay, like an energy field that's kind of building, and you're just gonna kind of like shoot off like a rocket ship or something. I don't know, headed straight towards your dreams. But I feel like right now there's like a little bit of I think it's gonna take a lot of work though. It's not gonna be easy to maintain this. Or I mean, obtain it. I think once you obtain it, it might be easy to maintain. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And I think that you're currently also experiencing that. But I think that you're working directly with God and the universe. And I think that you're also learning a lot of things along the way. But I just feel like your destiny is huge, and that may also be what the acceptance is within you, is accepting what your destiny is, accepting that you are deserving, accepting that you've worked really hard to get where you are, and why stop now, right? Like, I think that you've gone from this is like Britney Federline energy, not Britney Spears, because Britney Spears is like, you know, it's Britney, bitch. Like, she's back on top, right? You know what I'm saying. But you've worked your way from this anxiety and this, you know, breaking down and you know, the cry for help and, you know, being a slave and being pushed to the edge to, you know, you've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into becoming this Beyonce energy, this very balanced and you know, exclusive, and you know, you've been crowned, right? Like, and you're accepting the fact that you've been crowned. So I feel like with that means like you're not settling for somebody who maybe build you up and then let you down. Whereas before, maybe you would have. You know, maybe you would have been okay with that before. Like, sure, this will be fun for a little bit. But now it's like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to just, no, why would I give this person what they want? Clear. I do feel like there is an acceptance of your destiny, though. Like, you're finally getting to a point of understanding who you are, what you're made to do, what you're here for. And I think you're loving it. I think it feels like home, is what it feels like. Hey, sweet cheeks, do you want to say hi? See, has green mushrooms in today. Messages for pile 3, please. Yes, my dear. You're hungry? Okay. I have pile 3 and then pile 4, and I will make you some food. Okay. Messages. Yeah, I think that this realization and this acceptance of what your destiny is, this is a new project for you, okay? This is something that, again, you're going to have to work towards it. You're going to have to do some studying. You're going to have to do some learning. You're going to have to, but you're accepting it, and you're actually, I think I'm feeling a little excited, like, oh my goodness, like I have, like, this is really what I want. Like, this is what I live for. Like, I can feel it inside of me. I can feel this motivation inside of me to get it going, but I think that you're going to hold it close to you, right? Like, you're going to play your pieces right in order to get this in alignment, but I don't think you're going to be speaking on it. I think you're going to be working behind the scenes, okay? Because I think you know that there are people watching you. I also think you know that whoever could be potentially building you up just to let you down, that maybe they have a lot of drama going on in their life, and it's not something that you really want to be a part of, right? Yeah. The wheel is spinning on this, like, again, you're going to be jumping through a lot of hoops, okay? You're going to make it happen. It is your destiny, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything is going to come into place super easy, all right? Because it's not. It's going to take some work, but but you've already done so much work to get where you are. I feel like that work, the work that you've already done is actually like the real hard work. Where you're moving forward to now is actually just taking what you've already learned, your wisdom, your guidance, and following the steps that is given to you, okay? Also, at the same time, like you're kind of aligning within you, and so maybe you allowed this person who would build you up, clear, in your space or in your mind or in your energy a little bit too much, and I think that you are, building clear boundaries, making yourself a little bit more guarded, letting this person know in a way without actually saying it, like, hey, you're not going to build me up just to break me down. Okay, first of all, I can't be broken down. I am the only one that can break me down. Okay, you need to know that. And second of all, like, I'm not just going to allow you to even, like, try. Like, I'm hearing some floozy out here that you meet on the streets, right? I'm not just some regular girl, okay? I'm not just, your average girl next door. That's not who I am. And I think that you're learning to kind of communicate this in a uncommunicative way. I don't know. Communicating it without saying it. And I think what I feel like is the message is getting across. I do. I feel like the message is really getting across. I think it's getting you a lot of attention. In other news, somebody who has gone through kind of a lot of drama, a lot of bullshit, a lot of, they're kind of protecting you. This is somebody who you maybe sometimes feels like builds you up just to let you down, but this person is actually holding you close to their heart, and it's getting to a point, the wheel is spinning on this, and this person is going to be able to kind of break out of this jail that they've kind of put themselves in, or they've been in, right? And they're going to be able to take action towards you. But here's the thing, with the Knight of Wands, it does feel, you know, I feel like they're jumping through a lot of hoops right now. They have a lot of things going on. They're kind of all over the place. So you may just accept the fact, hey, this person kind of has a lot going on. Maybe I should just pull back a little bit. You know, I don't want to put myself in a position where I have found myself in a position where you can let me down, right? Yeah, I think that you might be kind of moving on, just emotionally, like picking up and moving on from the idea of this person, simply because not necessarily anything that they did or they do, but just recognizing, you know, they have a lot going on and it doesn't really correlate with what I have going on. It doesn't mesh well, right? And they could have a lot of options. There could be, you know, they could be giving to more than one person. And so I feel like you're recognizing the fact that, you know what, I think I'll just wait. You know, yeah, you're understanding that there is a king to your queen. You're looking good right now, Pile 3. I'm telling you, you look hot, okay? Like, you're bringing a lot of attention to yourself, whether you realize it or not. I mean, even in your sweats, you were looking good, okay? Hair a mess, you know, like, you look good. You smell good. Yeah. Some sort of communication may be coming towards you, but what's this death? Yeah. Anybody who comes at you like the Knight of Wands, nah, that's not for me. I don't have time for that. I have too much going on. I'm creating too much. There's too much. For me to allow that in my space, in my energy, in my time. Let's get one more, and then what's the Tower? I don't even feel like any like anger or remorse. It's just like, yeah, I think that you're realizing, like, yeah, I just need to move on. Like, it just, you know, it is what it is what it feels like. It's not, like, I'm not going to hold on to the idea of the outcome with this person because I don't think it's going anywhere. It doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. Yeah, you're seeing the red flags. You definitely are. I mean, they're clear as day. Like, you're seeing them, right? Yeah. And you're also getting divine, like, downloads about this. Like, your divine team is telling you, like, hey, this is what's happening with this person. Shoot, this person may be talking to like 7 to 9 people here, okay? They could be like physically sick, okay? There's somebody who is very money driven, okay? They could see you, like when they see you, they see dollar signs, right? They lie. Yeah, protect your space with this person, but, and that doesn't feel like, I just feel like that's in general, right? Because you're attracting a lot of people, so just make sure that you're, you know, taking precautions, okay? Because you're looking damn good, pile 3. Okay? All right. Woo, that was kind of all over the place. Anyways, I hope that helped, and I'll see you next time. Pile 4. If you chose this meditation card, sorry, let me write down this time before I forget, because I will forget. Okay. I feel like you guys have been meditating more, or you need to. Okay, that's just, you know, me stating the obvious right here. Okay. But I also feel like you're getting clear communication during your meditations, even when you're not in a meditative state, okay? Some of you, if you are just randomly like standing outside or in your house or whatever, and you close your eyes and you feel like you're seeing your ancestors or angels or something like that, that's real. You really are. They're really there, okay? Do not confuse that with them not being there, because like don't make yourself feel crazy, because your crown chakra is lit, okay? And it's upgrading every single day. I definitely do feel like you're getting some serious messages though during your meditations, okay? Some of you aren't believing it. You're not believing it, and you need to, okay? Some of you don't believe in meditation, and that's okay. You know, that's totally up to you. But as somebody who used meditation to change your life, I highly suggest just trying it out, you know? I'm hearing, don't knock it till you try it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, because it's really beneficial. It really is. And, you know, the first few times, it's going to be really tough to sit with your thoughts. But it's all about gaining control over your mind, and that is, and just like anything, you have to work on it, right? You know, you don't go to the gym and work out and as soon as you leave you're like ripped, right? That's not how it works. Meditation is the same way. Clear. What is pile 4's current energy? Yeah, you got a lot of thoughts. You do. I do feel like you're very focused on your money right now. It's phenomenal. I mean, you're looking really good. I think that you may be really into fashion, which is okay. Some of you may be really into like trying to get a new wardrobe going on here. You know, I'm hearing, you know, get one thing at a time. Go to the store and get a couple things, and then go a couple weeks later and get a couple more. Before you know it, you got a whole new closet, okay? But yeah, some of you, there's some sort of investor that may be coming towards you, or you may be looking for an investor. This person is going to show up exactly when they should. Okay. But yeah, you enjoy the finer things in life. I think this is the energy that you are kind of stepping into, of being able to enjoy the finer things in life. Clear. But these two, the Rihanna and the Drake in this it feels very materialistic, okay? So some people around you may actually be losing their materialistic stability, or just some of their materialistic things, because that's what they were driven by. It wasn't from, the heart. It wasn't, I think that they've created a very burdensome life for themselves, and I think that you can see this, or you may be getting messages about this in your meditation here. Some of you have a decision to make, okay? And your ancestors are trying to help you make this decision, and I think that you're going about it the right way, right? But some of you, the answer might be right in front of you, but you can't see it because this hat is covering your eyeballs. Some of you, there's a need to make a decision to move on from something that you might have worked really hard to create here, but I think that it's just keeping you stuck. I think that this was created out of the ego, and it's time to move on, okay? There's like bigger things on the horizon, I feel like, and I think those bigger things may come to you through a meditation. But I think that you're just holding on to something out of fear, and maybe out of lack and uncertainty. But your ancestors are with you, and they're trying to guide you. They're trying to tell you there is something that is going to come up, kind of pop up, very solid and very stable for you. For some of you, though, you've gone through a death and a rebirth here of the ego, and you're in a new beginning here where there's a lot of discipline, a lot of movement, a lot of organization, a lot of action, and a lot of, it's a new, very solid, strong, stable beginning. Some of you, it's like a new bill of health here. Clear? Some of you probably like to stay up really late, like you're more like a night owl than a morning bird, and that's okay. I hate the phrase early bird gets the worm, because that's not always the case. Not everyone likes to wake up early in the morning. I do, because I have to, but I'm just saying, don't let that phrase keep you down, all right? Somebody is trying to, I feel like you're upgrading into more luxurious things, though. But it does feel like you're moving on, or you need to make the decision to move on from something. part of me feels like we've got death in the bottom of the deck here, death out here, Two of Swords twice. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. There was something, you in the Five of Wands, I feel like this is you doing this to yourself in this energy here, okay? You know what you need to do. You're afraid to do it. You're holding yourself back. Because there's something that you absolutely love and that is very stable and very solid and very, you know, it is the key. It is what you should, it is the path that you should take, but I feel like you're holding yourself back because it's like you know what you're supposed to do, but you're afraid that you know the wrong thing. But there's some sort of balance, some sort of harmony, some sort of, also for some of you, some sort of patience that is needed here. Because the answers are really just trying to show up right in front of you. This could also be somebody else who is making a decision about you. They're trying to kind of smooth things out in their life. They may have a lot of drama and nonsense going on, okay? I think that they may be trying to protect you from that. But they've decided, you know, to come towards you with this, but I don't see an Ace of Cups here. I see an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles. So they may see you as somebody who's very solid and very stable and somebody that's very sexy and, you know, so just be aware that you may have been, you know, part of a decision. You may have been a choice. Do you want to be a choice? I mean, sometimes when we come into somebody's life, we don't have an option to be the choice, right? Because they're, you know, yeah, there's somebody who, I feel like you know. There's somebody who's kind of always looking for greener grass. Okay? Yeah, they may just want to like hit it and quit it here. I think that you know that. I think that you're getting the feeling about this, and I think that, you know, you have a decision to make as far as this person goes, or as far as something happens, you know what I mean? Like, this person, whatever they're going through, they feel like the victim here, okay? I'm hearing famous last words. I just want to talk. This person could have cheated on you in the past, maybe. There's a lot of fire out here. Could be a fire sign. Yeah. You have some spiritual gifts. You with the third eye and then spiritual gifts out here, you know what you need to do. And I'm just here to tell you that you know what you need to do and you need to go ahead and do it. Okay? I think you've been maybe on a little bit of a vacation recently, and now it's time to shine, okay? You've got good karma coming towards you. Do not allow this person to hold you back, or whatever it is that you're holding on to out of fear, out of lack, out of whatever. Don't let it hold you back, okay? Tomorrow is a new day. and you've got surprises coming, okay? You manifested something. You've manifested something, so get ready, okay? Anyways, all right, Pile 4. Thank you so much for being here, for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. And we will see you next time.